Hey there, it's Lara here with Witchy Wednesday for the week of November 8th, 2017. Thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And, if you like these videos and you want to see more of them, then it'd be awesome if you hit the like button and if you subscribed and you shared. I often get messages, private messages from people telling me that they watch, and I really, really appreciate that. But it's so helpful to me if you actually engage a little bit and subscribe and share, and that helps me get the word out a little to other people who might be interested in the videos and in my services. And so, if you're interested in a personal reading with me, you can also find out how to do that at the link below. Just follow that link, and it'll take you over to the services page of my site, and you can read about how to get your own reading there. And I'm going to say, I keep saying that I'm going to make a video about how personal readings work, my personal readings. And when I'm finished with this video today, that's my plan. So you can look for that a little bit later too. So I'm going to get right to the reading for us today. And I used the Rider-Waite Tarot deck this week. And the card that came up for us is the Fool card. So you can see, take a good look. And you might notice at the top that the cards are numbered. And the Fool card is numbered 0 because the Fool is the card at the very beginning of the tarot, which marks the beginning of the journey and the unlimited potential that lies ahead. So this week, we're really being encouraged to embrace the not knowing, right? Like the Fool, if you see in the card here, he is about to step off this cliff into the wide unknown, and he has all the tools he needs in his bag, although he hasn't really even looked in there, and he doesn't know what's in his bag of tricks. And he has his trusty sidekick there, his dog, with him, who is going to protect him on the way and make sure that all is well and safe on the journey. So he's not worried about stepping off that cliff. He's just excited to see what lies ahead. He's not fearful about it. He just has a sense of optimism. And recently, the planet Mercury, and Mercury is all about our thinking and our communicating. It moved into the sign of Sagittarius. And Sagittarius is about our beliefs, our philosophy, our, things like education, higher learning, adventure, travel. Sagittarius is very optimistic by nature and very adventurous. And so we may be feeling that, that it's a time for some adventure, and it's the time to begin something new. And we don't necessarily have to know where we're going or where we're going to end up. So I'll just give you a bit of a personal example from my own life. Lately, I've really been trying to, do what brings me more joy, because there's a few reasons for that. Partly because I feel like there's so much going on in the world right now that is not joyful, that the world needs more of that. And so if each of us can try to bring a little bit more happiness and joy into our own lives, then we can help the collective that way. And it's also, it's about self-care too right now, because if we are not looking after our own needs on every level, emotionally, physically, spiritually, we're no good to other people. And the world doesn't need exhausted, burnt out, frazzled, fearful, angry people. That's not what we need more of right now. We need the exact opposite of that. And so that's sort of what I'm trying to do, and I'm really feeling called to do that. And so, I've been really trying to just go with my impulses, like the Fool does. He trusts his instincts and doesn't question them, and just says, oh, this is what I feel like doing now. I wonder what the outcome will be. And, not worrying about the outcome, but just seeing, what would happen if. And one of those things for me right now is, painting. I've dabbled in painting here and there, but never really considered myself an artist, although in my heart of hearts, I really have always longed to have some creative talent in that way. And I really admire other people. For example, if you see the painting behind me here, I did not do this painting. That's my amazingly talented artist friend, Laura Lee. And you can find her actually online at Granny Bird Designs. And she's on Facebook. She does amazing work. Anyway, so, I've been taking out the paints and the canvases and going for it. And it's feeling really good to do that and to take a step back from the more serious sort of things in life. And, so I'm encouraging you, and the Fool card this week is encouraging you to, embrace the beginning of a journey, whatever that looks like for you. Try something new, take a risk. And, consider that there are unlimited possibilities as to what could potentially happen if you're willing to just trust your heart and gut and, leap into the wide unknown. And the Fool doesn't mind the not knowing, right? I'm not sure if I said that already, and personally, I'm trying to get more comfortable with the not knowing where things are headed. It's not my strong suit, but I'm trying to embrace the not knowing because there's so much, there is so much uncertainty right now in the world in general. And so I think we really have to start getting more comfortable with that and with the pace of change and trying to be a little bit more optimistic. And I know that can be really difficult, and it seems counterintuitive and counterproductive when we look around us and see what's going on right now. But, there's an Einstein quote that goes something like, you can't solve a problem using the same thinking that created it, right? And so injecting more fear and anger and hate and all of those things into the world is not going to solve what's going on. So, food for thought anyways. And I really encourage you this week to consider the Fool card and how that energy might be, playing out in your life in some way, shape, or form. So I'm going to leave it there for this week. And I hope these readings are helpful to you and valuable, or maybe even just, a little entertaining in some way. And again, if you'd like to get a personal reading, then just follow the link below and you can find me on my website, which is laranewell-barrette.ca. And on Facebook and Instagram, and obviously here on YouTube as well. And I'd really appreciate it if you subscribed. Okay, take care, and I'll see you next week. Oh, and look for that video about how readings work after 2. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye.